Monthly cash payments for the low income, part 2. In this video, we'll be talking about what this program offers and what this program is not. Let's get into all the details. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here once again. If you happen to be new or if you haven't done so, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it is totally free to be subscribed to the channel and to watch all of my videos, which encompasses over 1,200 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I truly appreciate it. And let's talk through this. So if you saw my video from earlier today, if you didn't, I would say finish watching up this video and then go back and check out that video from earlier. It is the last video that I uploaded. I will link it down below in the description, as well as at the top of the comment section in a pinned comment from me. So check out that video as we talked about guaranteed income. What is guaranteed income? Well, essentially it is monthly cash payments to low-income individuals with no strings attached. Sounds perfect, right? The best of all the worlds. Cash payments, no strings attached. I love it. Yeah, sounds awesome, right? Everybody wants that. Anyway, in this video, we're going to talk about the remaining portion of this article. In that video this morning, we talked about the article. It's a long one, so we're coming back with the other portion of it right here in this video, and we're going to talk about what does this program actually offer to low-income individuals, and what is this program not? Right? All right, so with that being said, I'll bring my wife in, Corey. She's going to read it to you, and then I will see you again in just a few minutes on the other side, and we'll discuss the key takeaways out of this article. And once again, full credit going to Bloomberg for this article. All right, Corey, take it away, and I'll see you in a minute.
There's one thing this national basic income plan isn't: what's come to be known as universal basic income. The original idea of UBI is that everyone in the U.S. would receive a monthly cash payment from the government. The concept's universality has been heralded for its potential to fight stigmas that have been associated with welfare programs in the U.S. But the structure of a universal program could actually be inequality enhancing, Hamilton says. If you give a wealthy person an income, a smaller share of their income goes towards consumption, so they end up saving it and promoting wealth inequality, he said. Whereas by definition, those that are at the low end will consume it. It could also have inflationary effects, he added. Enter the concept of a guaranteed income, which hews more closely to the ideals set out by Martin Luther King Jr., Shirley Chisholm, and the Black Panthers, civil rights era leaders who viewed economic redistribution as a tool for fighting racial inequalities. It's targeted, not indiscriminate, and has clear goals in narrowing income gaps for the lower earners. One of the biggest critiques of any such broad cash transfer program, and one of the barriers to its implementation so far, has been the fear that it will distort other incentives for individuals to enter and stay in the labor force. The big drawback of negative income is if you give people enough money, they're not going to want to work, said the Milken Institute's Lee. Some of the early results from city-level guaranteed income studies in Stockton, California, and Jackson, Mississippi, have shown that the extra cash, $500 to $1,000 a month, respectively, didn't lead to sustained unemployment, instead resulting in better health, less anxiety, and even more employment opportunities. Research found that the stimulus checks sent out as part of December's COVID relief bill and March's American Rescue Plan substantially eased food insecurity and mental distress, especially among the poorest recipients. But the payments and enhanced unemployment benefits have since proven divisive. It's been a challenge for some businesses to hire unemployed workers, a dynamic that some critics have attributed to safety net payments. Rather than a reflection of a labor shortage, however, economists say it shows people are holding out for better wages and conditions in a COVID-transformed country. To those who fear that such a transformative restructuring of how the country thinks about income will change the way capitalism works forever, Hamilton says, good. Despite all the rhetoric of what's good for the corporate sector would trickle down to us all in a way that lifts all boats, that empirically has not happened, he said. The fact that the program puts pressure on the corporate sector so that they can exploit and extract from workers with low wage because of the threat of being destitute and unemployed, that is exactly what the government should be doing.
All right, so there it is. Let's talk through some of the key takeaways out of this portion of the article. Number one, they said it is not universal basic income, but rather it is a guaranteed income. There is a difference between the two, so let me walk you through the differences and I'll give you an example. All right, so universal basic income would be sending out the same amount of money every single month to every single citizen throughout the entire country. So in other words, a person who has $0 of income or net worth would be getting the same amount of money as somebody who is a multi-billionaire. Well, in this article, they're basically saying, no, we don't want high income and high net worth people to get these monthly payments. We want to focus it on low income individuals. Therefore, that is why it is a guaranteed income rather than universal basic income. Universal essentially meaning everybody, right? Whereas a guaranteed income would be much more focused on the low income individuals that they really want to get the money out to. So also what they mentioned in this article is that the lower income individuals actually consume the money, whereas higher individuals save it, leading to inequality, right? So the low income people, and we've seen this before with reports out of the stimulus checks and everything else going on, after these stimulus checks are distributed, we typically see all these reports come out and they basically say, hey, we've tracked all these different people and here's what we found. Well, we find every single time in these reports that lower income individuals spend the stimulus checks, or in this case, the guaranteed income, right, on the necessities, rent, utilities, food, bills, insurance for a car, gas in a gas tank, food on your, sorry, I said food on your back. No, I mean clothes on your back. Please, I hope you don't have food on your back. Clothes on your back, you know what I mean. The basic necessities, right? So we've seen it time and time again in so many different reports that the low-income people actually spend it on the necessities, which is why they would want to focus the guaranteed income on the low-income individuals because they're the ones who actually need it to consume versus the high-income people and the high-net-worth people who just save it, further leading to inequality, right? So there's one other key takeaway that I wanted to address in this portion of the article, and that is some people say that this would lead to concern that some people would be disincentivized to work. Well, basically what they're saying in the article is no, from our studies and our reports, by sending out people between $500 and $1,000 per month, it does not disincentivize anybody from working at all. In fact, it actually leads to more job growth and things like this. So like more encouragement for people to actually work and do things like that. So that was one main concern is a lot of people say, well, if people are getting $500 or $1,000 a month, why would they work? Why would anybody want to do anything? Well, what they're finding with these reports and a lot of these different pilot programs that are going on right now is they're basically saying, no, that's actually not what we're finding at all. People are not disincentivized at all from working or doing anything at all. I mean, it helps them out, kind of give them some stability in their life with everything going on, and they can further allocate this money into some of their bills, their rent, utilities, everything that I mentioned earlier, like the necessities. So anyway, this is the second portion of this article that we read from you from earlier today. I wanted to bring it to you. Like I said, it's kind of a long piece, but it's pretty good. I mean, realistically, this is kind of their plan as far as issuing guaranteed income. So literally, it's really only a matter of time until they roll these programs out on a nationwide basis. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it to be helpful. Just remember, I'm here to help in any way that I possibly can. I'm here to keep you updated, and I am here on your team to do whatever I possibly can to help you out through this time, as I know it's a tough one out there, right? It's confusing. There's a lot of stuff going on. So my dedication is to come back every single day, distill all the information down into a few short videos, and let you know where we stand every single day. So hope that helps you out. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video. Again, if you did not see that video from earlier today, check out the link down below in the description or in the pinned comment at the very top of the comment section from me. Go back and check out that video. I think that's a really good one as well. It gives you the rest of the article that we just read right there and a lot of really good information regarding monthly cash payments for low-income individuals. So go back and check out some other videos here on the channel as well, and of course, share them with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks again. I truly appreciate you, and I'll see you again later in the next video. See ya.